here real quick. Give you guys a quick update for where the team is. You guys know we started this team from scratch about a week or two ago. You guys voted on Twitter and various other sources to do the @MeBro account from scratch rather than me doing it from my main account where I already have Kobe and Odom and Siakam and most of my squad's pretty much already done. But I'm glad I did it because it's been a lot of fun restarting the MyTeam from the beginning, knowing what I'm doing a lot more. As you guys might know, I'm brand new to the mode. I'm much more of a park rec player. What's up, Matt Skizzy, Alex Campbell? Much more of a unique Mazique in the chat. First of all, before I go any further, the video that Mazique just uploaded to this channel is fire. It's hilarious. Everybody should check it out. He played this other YouTuber who, I ain't gonna spoil it, just watch the video. This guy reported him for a match that they had, and you get to see the results of that in the video my co-host Mazique put up. But so what's good? What you see on screen right here, after suffering on this account, not getting any real lucky breaks except for the fact that when they did the double vault openings, the vault opened for me like every time. But if you can see on your screen right here, I just sniped Pink Diamond Gary Payton with a contract on, with a diamond contract for 100K. You guys know he's going at basically a minimum of about 132 on the auction house, and I thought I would have to grind out that extra 30K just to get this card. And finally, the MyTeam gods smiled on the @MeBro account. We got a little luck. I was just doing a little refreshing, and I was looking for Worthy because Worthy's barely over 100K. And my man Gary Payton is 130. That's without a diamond contract. With a diamond contract, he can go way above that. So now all we need is to complete this set. Add to collection, very much. Arena Rewards West collection. Oh, wow, that's super weird. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. So yeah, so now all we need is James Worthy, and then we're ready to get Pink Diamond Giannis, which I will be doing. That's my #1 priority. That's not a card that I would get on my main account. My main account is kind of like me doing whatever I feel like doing, making a Knicks team, making a Lakers team. But this account, I definitely want to get at least out of my starting lineup, I want to have at least 3 truly meta cards. And Giannis is the #1 card in the game by most people's estimation. I'm inclined to agree. Although I think in the hands of a highly skilled player, I think that Lamar Odom is even better than people think it is, and it's really, really good. Most people think it's really good, but I think that Lamar Odom right now is literally, I don't know if you could do anything to make that card any better without completely just breaking the game. Like if you're a Laker fan or an Odom fan or a fan of ball players from Queens, that's ridiculous what they did for Odom, but I'll take it. So we definitely will be picking up Odom on this account at some point, although I think on a Giannis team it's not as necessary because you can replace Odom with a shooter. Odom, he plays basically the same role as Giannis, where you're going to run the offense through him. But this Giannis card shoots so well that I'm inclined to treat him differently than other Giannis cards. This is another card I want to revisit. So what I said when this card came out is that it's a very good card, but at the time when he was 100K, Oscar Robertson wasn't worth 100K because you could get a lot of his exact same value out of a character, a card like a John Wall, who at the time was on auction for 30K. Now, I'm still of that general opinion, but Oscar Robertson is down to about 50K now. And people are ripping packs, so you may even be able to get him for less than 50K. This is an excellent card. And I want to get into the pros and cons of this card because I think it's a card really worth looking at. So the number one thing I would say to be aware of is he only has a 90 stamina. So he's going to get tired. So you definitely need 2 point guards behind him. Alex Gamble says he got Oscar for 40K. Yeah, that's a steal, man. I think this card might be a keeper. Mass Kizzy has a question. Books, what are your tips for keeping people from forcing their way into the paint off a made shot? Transition's the most effective thing. Force them to the baseline up at the half court line. And if you see that they're already charging to the baseline and they're not trying to get to the middle of the floor, you just have to run to that baseline ASAP. Looking at Terry Rozier for a good cheap point guard. Yeah, there's a lot of good cheap point guards. We can get into that if you guys want to get into that. So let's first look at Oscar Robinson. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add my man James Worthy to the lineup here. I'm sorry, James Worthy. What am I saying? We're going to add Gary Payton to the lineup here. Bam! All right, him and his infinity contracts. And then we're going to go into freestyle. And I have Wilt on auction right now. So if anybody wants to buy my Wilt, feel free. Because Wilt is going to buy me, he's going to help me buy Worthy. I did not set that as my active lineup, did I? Did I set it as my active lineup? I don't think I did. So I think the number one thing about Oscar Robinson is Oscar Robinson. I mean, he's an excellent card. He's got excellent badges. That stuff is a no-brainer. I did. Okay. But the main thing is he has some fire animations, man. Like, they gave him crazy animations. Like, he's literally like a play sharp. Now, I'm on my PlayStation control. I usually play with Xbox control. So you see his, he has a step back here. That's a park step back, right? Really quick, and you can do the behind the back right out of that. So this right here, he's out of stamina. So that right there alone is, any card that has this is a good card because it's a 50-50, right? Like, if you do this, you can shoot, and he has an excellent shot. Obviously, I just got I got him a couple of days ago, so I don't really know what shot, but he greens pretty much everything. Yeah, I can see where the release point is. Very easy to see. So this is a card that easy jumper, ridiculous step back, ridiculous ball handle. Like, you see how quick he is. He's gonna dunk for you. He's got, I believe he has Hall of Fame floor general and dimer. Just an excellent card, man. So his momentum behind the back is super slick. I haven't played with this card yet, but I'm gonna most likely sell Gary. That's almost 100%. But Oscar might be my main rotation point guard. What up, D Johnson? So there's a move. It's a stupid name, but I call it the boop boop, which is basically you do a quick dribble in one direction and you go the other way. It's actually a highly effective move. Like, it works in the park, it works in rec center. It's just this double cross, and people bite off of that really easy. And I always check. So when I pick up a card, especially a point guard or a wing, and they have an 86 or better ball control, I like to look at what dribbles they have and how swift they are with the dribbles. And Oscar, literally, he has every good dribble. Like, the only thing he doesn't have is the Kobe size up. And the size up animations, there's a few cards with really good size ups, like Steph Curry. Kobe has one. I think Zach LaVine has a really good one, if I'm not mistaken. His size up is okay. It's not super great, but honestly, the rest of the animations are so good that it's just it's just really outstanding. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I would say right now, I think Oscar can be your main point guard. The only flaw in the character, literally, the only two flaws would be his stamina rating, and he doesn't have range extender. But he can still green from pretty far back here because his three-point shot is so high. It's just when a character doesn't have range extender, you have to really be exact when you're shooting from right here. You can't be off, but you can still make the shot. People think you can't make that shot. You can definitely make that shot. You see, I've made like 3 out of 5 already from here, and I literally don't even know the character shot yet. So, yeah, so Oscar's a beast. I'm gonna take a quick look at Gary before I get out of here. That 50-50 decision dribble, yeah, man, yeah, it's a monster like that. That if someone knows how to use those dribbles properly, which is not super common in the MyTeam community, like you can play for a while without seeing people who actually know the dribbles. So this is what I'm talking about. So Gary's listed at 6'4". Look at how much smaller he looks than Oscar Robinson. I think his player model is actually 6'3". I just want to substitute them back and forth real quick to check. Look at Oscar looks like he's easily 2 inches taller than Gary. So this is why I always say, like, even though we like to review the cards as soon as they come out, it's ideally you want to get your hands on a card or at least see an experienced player play with that card before you give it your final judgment, because this is a game where animations mean a lot. So let's look at, speaking of which, let's look at Gary's animations. Is that his momentum? Ew. So he got the... Okay, what I like about this momentum is if you're in the corner here in this situation, the momentum's really good. So when you're... So like on the baseline, what'll happen right here is people will be playing you around screens, and that is a very, very quick change of direction. So that's actually good. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Yeah, Gary's dribbles don't feel super great. What's that step back look like? Oh, no. Look at that step back. That's terrible. Yeah, Gary's definitely not going to make it to the squad. I'd prefer to have Drew Holiday over Gary because Drew's bigger than he is. Even though Gary probably dunks more than Drew. I haven't even looked at his shot yet. Got kind of a slingshot thing on. This is a pretty easy shot. Somebody said his shot was messed up. Here it is. Yeah, Gary, he just doesn't have the quickest dribbles in the world. It's okay, but for a pink diamond card, I definitely want more than this. I know he's excellent on defense, but Oscar's probably good on defense as well. Oh, this is another dribble I forgot to look at. That's really good. I know it's spammy and it's silly looking, but when people have that really short dribble, that right there, when you're coming around a screen, man, this right here, you don't know when people are going to stop. So if somebody hits you with a couple of these, and then they go the other way, that could be lights out, you know? Although Gary doesn't like to go the other way. Yeah, I can't get him to go the other way easy. See now, so right there you see that? His momentum is good for that. So him having that quick momentum is actually an advantage with the rest of his dribble package because he doesn't have the best dribble package in the world. So that quick momentum helps out a lot. That's a nice layup. That's a nice Euro step-ish layup. He's very slow behind the back. Yeah, Gary's definitely not going to be as strong of an individual scorer. If you look at the numbers, it looks like he should be. When you actually get a hold of the character, and he just doesn't move. He doesn't move like a playmaker, you know? He has the dribbles because his ball handling's high. He's just not quite there with it. Alex Campbell says, check tendencies. Yeah, tendencies really matter when it comes to dunking. That's a nice dunk package. Gary Payton dunking like that. Who's the Gary Payton fan at 2K? Because Gary, on his best day, barely. I mean, he should have the rim grazer Steph Curry package. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say Steph Curry's a better dunker than Gary Payton. I don't know what they thinking. Maybe in his first year in the league, Gary dunked. After that, he basically never dunked again. But all right, yep, that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to check in. I'll give you before I sign off. I'll give you a quick look at the squad now that we added Gary. Although I probably wouldn't play Gary over Drew, to be honest with you. I would probably play Drew Holiday because Drew. I just like Drew's animation packages, and he feels a bit bigger. I just evo Drew to the Amethyst level. So we haven't really done a whole lot, and we've got our squad up there. I opened some packs, but not a ton of packs. If I was running, I would definitely run with Oscar, Norman Powell. Wilkes is not a bad card. B Elites is a good shooter, although I'd rather have Bertans if I was gonna like actually run this squad right here. And you can see I have Kareem. He's almost up to his second amethyst right here, which is where he gets all his speed, which is what I've really been focusing on is leveling up Kareem and Drew and Lucius. And what I'm thinking here is basically Lucius Allen, I'm going to resell him. So I put a diamond contract on here because the number one priority for me was I didn't want to spend a single drop of MT until I got Giannis. No contracts, no nothing. I do anything in my power to avoid spending any MT for any reason. So literally putting those, and I got the contracts from like the Christmas free stuff and all of that, and the wheel or whatever. So I had enough contracts to put on Lucius. Lucius is literally just so when I resell him, he has more value. And I do like the card. I very much like Lucius. He's a fun card to play. Putting it on Drew is because Drew I'm going to take all the way to Pink Diamond because Drew might be my backup point guard for the rest of the year until they release a better 86 ball handle defensive point guard who's Drew's listed as 6'4", but he's a big 6'4". He's got a big player model. He's got a really, really nice release. So I thought Gary might replace Drew, but I think Drew is probably better than Gary, to be totally honest with you. So I'm inclined to stick with Drew on my main team. This is pretty much what, if I was going to play online, the squad would be pretty close to this. I do have some cards here. If you look at my best cards, obviously Gary's there. I've got Jerry West, who I wouldn't play. Goodrich is too short for me. I would probably play Michael Cooper and Rui Hachimura. These are both really good cards. Rui's just a great do-it-all card, and Michael Cooper is an excellent 3-and-D card. I would work on the Iggy, the Iguodala, who I think is a really strong card. But I already did that on my main account, and another thing I wanted to do with this account was I wanted to avoid using the same cards so I could have a more well-rounded experience. So I just sold my Jameer Nelson for like 12K roughly. I love the Jameer Nelson card, but I already have it on my other account. I'm going to take it to Diamond on my other account. He's Amethyst. He's like pretty close to Diamond. So I wasn't going to do that grind over here, and I wasn't going to do the grind with Iggy because Iggy has all those rebounds. But if you are going to do the grind with Iggy, he's excellent in triple threat offline. Just, you can totally run through any teams with that card. You can evo that card up pretty quickly in that and go up the ladder if you're interested in like Opal Dominique or the ladder rewards, especially if you're just starting. If anybody who's watching this is like a Christmas, they call them Christmas noobs, but if you just got the game on Christmas, Iguodala is definitely a player you want to evo him up to Ruby real quick and grind that triple threat. But because of my policy with this account using different cards, I would use Cooper over Iggy. But Iggy's basically the Michael Jordan card, like pretty much exactly. So if you can't afford the Michael Jordan card or didn't want to spend that MT on that card, just get the Iggy card. It's like literally exactly the same. I wouldn't be surprised if Iggy was actually better than the Michael Jordan cards they've released so far. Because Iggy has a really, really good release, excellent ball handles, out of this world dunking, and out of this world defense. The only thing he doesn't have is range extender. Other than that, Iggy would be a meta card if he had range extender. If he had range extender, he'd be just as good as Kobe and Paul George and Jimmy Butler, who are the top three wing players, who I would need for this squad. So Norman Powell. A lot of people know about this card, but this is the cheapest. This is one of the cheapest, best cards you can possibly get. He has two flaws. He's 6'4", and he doesn't really have a mid-range shot. But oh my God, everything else about this card is just outstanding. Quick draw and clamps with a great release, excellent 3-point rating. An 85 3 ball, 86 ball handle, 85 speed. Just a solid Ruby card. This Ruby card is just so far and above what most Ruby cards are. And he's still dirt cheap. If you have a budget squad that you're running, yeah, you said you've pulled him like 5 times. I would, if you're pulling a lot of Norman Powell's, I would hold on to him. His value is gonna go up. He's just right now he's still on the market, but Norman Powell, honestly, out of all of the 2 guards in the game, I think he's better than a significant number of Diamond and Amethyst cards at this Ruby, because he's got the magical combination, man. He's got clamps. He's got quick draw. He's got catch and shoot, which is excellent. Chase down, which is excellent. People don't realize how good of a badge that is. Consistent finisher. Giant Slayer, which see, that's the thing. He's 6'4", but with that gold Giant Slayer, it almost becomes an advantage for him. Don't sleep on Showtime, which is also a really great badge. Slithery is an excellent badge. Downhill, basically, so the way the downhill works, like a lot of people think downhill is super great on cards that have a lot of speed. Downhill is not good on a card if it has like over a 95 speed, because you can't get over a 99 speed, right? So bronze downhill is all you would want if you have a 95 speed or better. But if you have a slower character like him for a wing at 85 is not super fast, the reason he'll feel really fast is because this downhill is turning that 85 speed into like a 95, 99 speed basically. So if your character is a 90 speed or less, then downhill is a really important badge. Above 90 speed, downhill becomes less and less important, especially if you're getting speed off of a coaching boost. Then it's actually just an empty badge at that point. But yeah, that quick first step is another super duper important badge. Green Machine, really important. Like honestly, this card is almost perfect. Like if he had range extender, it would be unreal. Like how good this card would be, even if all the other stats were the same. And again, with his dunk tendencies, his dunk rating, and the fact that he has Giant Slayer 6'4" isn't even a big problem. And the fact that he has clamps, not even a big problem with this character. Jamal Wilkes is a solid card. Not really my style, because the main thing for me is if I'm going to go with a 3-and-D card, I'd rather the card be a bit better of a shooter than Jamal. He's not a bad shooter by any stretch, but just not elite. Elite defensive card, but again, I would rather have, that's going to turn into Paul George at some point, or somebody very much like Paul George. We'd much rather have Jimmy Butler or Paul George in this spot right here. And obviously we're going to put Worthy here for the time being. But I'm still I don't want to pick the same cards as on my main account, but that Pascal Siakam, I don't know if there's a better power forward in the game for a role player, right? Obviously, if you're going to run your offense through the card, then Giannis and Odom. But if you're not running your offense through the card, if the card is helping your team, like as a role player, oh my God, that Pascal Siakam is just dynamite. Absolutely dynamite card. But that's pretty much it, guys. You see the team is coming together. I think we've come a pretty long way in a pretty short time. I haven't spent a ton on packs. I think I've opened about 150,000 BC worth of packs, and that got me pretty much the entire Kareem collection and enough MT to buy what I didn't have, which I think was just Gail Goodrich. Everybody else popped up in the pack except for the big 3, which was Oscar, Gary, and James Worthy. So I'm real curious to see how that James Worthy card plays, because at a glance he looks like Xavier McDaniel with a better ball handle. But if anybody's played that Xavier McDaniel card, that's one of those cards that is just juiced with secret stats, man. Because he dunks everything. His shot is way better than it even says it is. Like, he's just literally just outstanding. Outstanding. The Xavier McDaniel is. If James Worthy's as good as Xavier McDaniel, I could see myself keeping him. I'm definitely going to get rid of Gary. I'm probably going to keep Oscar Robinson. I'm definitely going to sell Lucius Allen, and I'm almost 100% going to keep Drew Holiday for the long haul. If I do sell him, he'll sell for a pretty penny because that Drew Holiday to Pink Diamond goes pretty high, as well he should, because I do think that I think he's a better John Stockton because he's taller. It's that simple. He's taller than John Stockton, and he has everything else that John Stockton has. John Stockton's a little bit better of a shooter, but Drew's a good enough shooter. I don't think it makes a difference. Yeah. So that's pretty much that, guys. I'm feeling this game mode. I'm feeling the lineup. Dedicating myself to. It'll be Kareem in the second unit and Giannis in the first unit. So I'm gonna basically run two teams. I'm gonna run a Kareem team and I'm gonna run a Giannis team. So I'm gonna look to fill out the roster with a lot more shooters than I have right now. I pretty much don't have any shooters. Gail Goodrich has a great release, but he doesn't have range extender. And I think when you're running with the Giannis game plan, you need to have range extender all over the place. You don't need it in the point guard position, but everybody else has to have range extender. So I still haven't thought of who exactly I'm going to do it. I'll take you guys' advice on that if you guys have any suggestions about what shooters to add. If I go for a lower overall game, then obviously I can look at guys like Nick Young. But if I go for a higher overall, then we're talking about Paul George and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to run a 95 overall team because I like the way the game plays when everybody's not super overpowered. But you know, I'll probably do both. Cam Powell says Bertans. Yeah, I love Bertans, man. I definitely gonna pick up Bertans. That's the number one thing I'm gonna be looking to do after I get Pink Diamond Giannis. Is I'm going to sell the cards from the Kareem collection that I'm not going to use, and we're going to fill out the roster with the rest of that. And I mean, I don't think the rest of the roster is going to cost more than $50K. So, I mean, that's off the top of my head is what it seems like. Got another vote for Bertans. All right, guys. So I'll definitely pick up that Bertans. That means y'all probably run Giannis at the 3, which I definitely don't mind at all. Don't mind running Giannis at the 3. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. What was I going to look at real quick? I wanted to look at something. I don't remember what it was. But, yep. Thanks for watching, guys. We will be having some gameplay soon. I realize I've been mostly on the team building tip so far. But up until now, Giannis at the 3 and Pascal at the 4. Yeah, definitely. Although, honestly, if I had Giannis at the 3, I would probably run Pascal second unit with Odom. If I was running like my best possible team, because Odom and Pascal, dude, it's stupid how good Odom is on defense to be that good on offense. I don't know off the top of my head if there's a better card than Lamar Odom, Giannis included. I realize what people love about Giannis is that he's easier to use. And if you're not, and no offense to anybody, but if you're not like super high skill, then Giannis is a better card. But if you're really high skill, you can, I don't want to say stop Giannis, but you can slow Giannis down by packing the paint, interrupting him, helping off of people. Lamar Odom can do rec center, park, step back threes, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. There's no card in the game that can stop him from doing that on a player versus player level. It's almost like you need Pascal and Giannis just to stop Odom if someone knows how to use him that well. The good news is 99.9% of the people playing MyTeam do not play at the level that Odom would be the best card. So, I think Odom is super duper cheesy and like, do I want to say bro? I'm not going to say broken because he plays like what a Kevin Durant card is going to play like. Like when they release Pink Diamond Kevin Durant at whatever point, that's basically what Lamar Odom's going to be. So you're going to have to deal with it again at some point this year. Cam Powell says he's trying to save up to get Odom right now. Yeah, Odom is, I don't think Odom's the most important card in the game because I think there's other teams you can build without Odom. But he's just the most versatile, highest ceiling card in the game. I think you can do Odom's job with other characters like your Paul George and stuff like that, but because Odom is so tall and he's such a great shooter, he has such quick handles. The taller a shooter is in this game, the harder it is to stop them from shooting. That's why Rashard Lewis is so good, because he's not considered contested unless you're all the way in his shorts. With Odom, you're talking about step back dribbles causing that on a card that can also get past you and dunk on you, and is also not just not a liability on defense, but he's literally an advantage on defense, right? Like, he can be your defensive card. It's ridiculous. Animation wise, Levine top 3. Yeah, I think Levine is excellent. I think Levine is an excellent card. I think Levine's an excellent card. I put him in that group. He's in that group with Kobe and Paul George and Jimmy Butler. You know, I think that's a pick 'em. It's your preference. I like the other cards a little more because they're taller, but that's just personal preference. I'm not saying those cards are better than Levine. I think you can run your offense through Levine and like score 40 points a game with him against almost everybody in the community. So yeah, Levine step back unguardable. I totally agree. And I might still at some point look to get that Levine card. I'm not sure. I'm a Kobe fan, so getting the Kobe card was like double, because it's like I'm getting a great meta card and I'm also playing a player I really like. On this account, I'm not going to get Kobe because I already have him on the other account. Same thing for Odom. Probably not going to get him here because I already have him on the other account. You guys can see I'm reasonably far into this Kareem stuff. I wanted to Evo some cards and also get the rest of the collection before grinding this out anymore. So I'll be hopping in and doing this as I wait for Wilt to sell. Hopefully Wilt sells. What up, Chico? Hey, Chico! What's up, man? Yo! I didn't even know you knew about this channel, dude. My man. Yo, I'm surprised we haven't played at all this year, dude. I definitely have been in the streets a little bit. What you been up to, man? D-Wade fan, so waiting for him, Alice Campbell. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a Galaxy Opal Dwayne Wade you can get in here somewhere. Whereas, I don't remember where he's. Is he a collector reward? I actually think the Amethyst Dwayne Wade is really strong, man. That's one of my favorite cards in the game. I don't know if you've evoed him all the way up to the Amethyst level, but that card's super good. He shoots way better than his stats indicate. And I think it's an animation thing, dude, because that card shoots that well at the like Emerald level. He's making threes, and his 3-pointer is like, or I should say maybe a Sapphire level. At Sapphire, he's hitting threes easily, just as easily as any card I have when he's open. And his 3-ball is like, it's like a 59, a 69, or something like that, and it feels like a 75, 80. So once you get it up to 75, 80, or whatever it gets up to, I mean, he hits pretty much every shot. He's got one of the easiest releases in the game. Yeah, I mean, that Dwayne Wade card, again, he has, what does he have, silver clamps or something like that? He feels like, I really think his defense is solid. I mean, it's not as good as, you know, the top meta cards, but yeah, off the bench, I think that Dwayne Wade is pretty good. Nobody said anything about this Maurice Cheeks yet. Is that card, is it just boo-boo? They need to give out better cards during these challenges, man. Motivate me. I don't feel motivated. You didn't win your 1-3-1 for fun. You wouldn't bother with this year's game. I think my team is where it's at this year, Chico. Seriously. My team, super fun this year. Between the Evo cards and, you know, these spotlight challenges and just the way the mode is, you definitely do not have to put any money into it. As it is right now, my no money spent team is still better than this team who I have open packs for. Now, I haven't opened like a ton of packs. I thought about opening, in fact, I'll get a quick vote for you guys. Should I open any packs from this League Moment Super Packs? I'm a little less motivated to do it now because I don't need it, right? Like, I would love to get Jimmy Butler. This Giannis, that's just 100k MT. It's still an excellent card. People are acting like this card doesn't exist. I actually bought this card just to resell it for the MT. I sniped it for 400k and resold it for 112, which was fine. I mean, it was a really, really fast way to make a little bit of MT. Oh, you got that Jimmy Butler? Yeah, man. Jimmy Butler's a keeper card, dude. Like he's gonna be good. I mean, honestly, he'll probably be good for the rest of the year because he just has everything you need. So yeah, you're pretty much set at the wing spot with Jimmy, and you could throw him into any team. That's the thing about Jimmy, Kobe, and Paul George. Like literally, you can fill up your whole roster with those three cards. And I mean, you slap Odom or Giannis in there, and you just need serviceable centers. The center position is super interesting right now because I still think that some of the lesser centers are some of the better centers. So like your Rick Smiths and your Vucevic, who's a beast of a card. He's super cheap right now. He's like 8K. He's going to be probably the first card I pick up when I sell these. Kareem cards. Dope D says that James Harden is sick. Yeah, I'm curious about the James Harden a little bit. My main thing with James is he doesn't have clamps, and it's like that just makes you. If I can't see him being better than Kobe, if he doesn't have like Kobe has Hall of Fame clamps and every possible offensive tool you want in the book. Like literally Kobe's shot release, like that's the other thing, like animation wise Kobe's also extremely good. Like his shot release is out of this world. So my thing is for a card that's as expensive as James, although he is only 97,000, so he's probably cheaper than Kobe right now, which does raise him a little bit in my eyes. But I think the wings that have Hall of Fame and gold clamps are so strong that I don't know if there's really a play, and Zach LaVine included. I don't know if there's really a place in the game at the end game for a card that doesn't have clamps. That's an offensive wing card. You know, they're doing a better job of balancing the point guards. Derrick Rose is the one card that's like not at all balanced, but he's only 6'3". Right, so that's the thing about guards is you have tall guards versus short guards. Whereas with the wing players, everybody's going to be between 6'5" and 6'8", right? Paul George is 6'9", I think, in this game. So, you know, I don't want a card in my main team getting cooked unless I'm running a budget lineup. And since he's a pink diamond, I'm kind of like, do I need to accept no clamps from a pink diamond? I don't know about that. This Jimmy Butler card, top of the line. This is still a top of the line card. This is, to me, like I said, probably the best role player in the game overall. I don't know if there's a role player card I'd put above Pascal Siakam. Like every card that I can think of that's better than Siakam is a card you run the offense through. What do you think? What do you guys think about that? Luka, again, all offense, no defense. I think for a card like Luka, just run a budget squad if you're going to run a card that has all offense and no defense. Or run a Penny or Devontae Graham. If you put that 95, you know, he's almost a pink diamond basically. You put him on your lineup, you're going to be playing against really, really, really tough lineups all the time. And it's a card that you're going to have to hide. I'm not saying that's impossible, and I'm sure you can win a lot of games with it. But it's really, if you're trying to go 12-0, and you know you play against somebody who's gonna be going at this card with Zach LaVine or Derrick Rose, you're gonna have to really be tight on defense to deal with that. Anthony Davis, I think this is a grossly overrated card. He's not bad, but I think the Amethyst Jaren Jackson, for my taste, is a better card than this. This Kemba Walker, garbage. Again, when I say garbage, I don't mean it's not a usable character, but he's small. He doesn't have clamps, I don't think. If you want, just Devontae Graham, 10 times cheaper, literally. Bradley Beal, probably a decent card, a little short, and more James Harden. So my thing with this, if I was going to open these packs, I'm really opening it to sell for the most part, but there are a few in here that I want. So this Buddy Hield I could put on my Giannis team for sure because he shoots the lights out. This Jaren Jackson I could play at center on a Giannis team. I really like this card. Really, really good release. I don't like this Jaylen Brown card. This card's one of those cards that seems like it'll be good, but I think it's ass. I wouldn't run this Brandon Ingram because he's basically baby Giannis, so this is sell. I would keep this. He's cheap, so I don't have to worry about it. And that's the main thing is like a lot of the cards that I really like out of this pack are cards that I could just straight out buy after I sell my Kareem stuff. And that's the number one thing I've learned is to look at your MyTeam economy properly, you know? Is a card doing its job for a lot of MT or a little MT? And that's the main thing with all of these cards that are super good on offense but bad on defense. It's like, okay, if you look at their MT market value like a salary, okay, James Harden is 97K. So if you sell James Harden, you can get, you know, Devontae Graham and Jaren Jackson and Vucevic and, you know, Buddy Hield. Like, you can literally buy your entire lineup for that James Harden card. And they're going to do their jobs as well as Devontae Graham, who is an excellent offensive card. Like, you know, you can get a lot of James Harden's value out of other people. If I'm going to have that much money tied up in the card, I want Giannis. Like, Giannis is the only card that plays like Giannis. Even the Diamond Giannis, which, again, people are acting like he doesn't exist. This card is still going to give you some problems. Like, unless you have Pink Diamond Giannis, this card is going to make you eat crap all day and all night. Been thinking about selling James to get Kobe or Jimmy. Yeah, I would personally sell James to get Kobe in a heartbeat. He literally does everything James does, but is elite on defense. I don't know if I absolutely don't know if there's a reason not to get the Kobe card over James. Can someone explain how MyTeam Unlimited Matchmaking works? Matt Skizzy. Basically, it tries to give you in the ballpark of the same overall as the other person. So it's not guaranteed. Sometimes you're going to be playing with, you know, a regular squad and you'll come against a God squad. But for the most part, you'll play lower overall. Yeah, Cam, that Diamond Giannis is a problem. I played with the Diamond Giannis. Like I said, I bought him just to resell him because he was up there for 100K buyout. And I'm like, buyout? You don't put that card up for buyout just because the other card exists. Some people are still going to be tracking down those Gary Paytons and James Worthy for weeks. And a lot of people are not going to have the Pink Diamond Giannis because they missed out or whatever. They're going to have to pay a king's ransom to get Oscar and Worthy. I mean, that's 300K. Easy. Even right now, while they're still in packs. When those cards aren't in packs, this Diamond Giannis is still going to be, you know, 4th, 5th best card in the game, roughly. Alex Campbell says overall glitching is a problem. It is a problem if you're running a really, like, honest, low-rated squad. But if somebody's overall glitching against you, the main problem is the tireless shooter badge because it lets them off the hook. But I do think it's a strategy that's beatable because the one thing your stamina is guaranteed to affect is your ball handling. And if people have ball handling cards and they run with low stamina, those cards are not going to be as effective. So I'm not saying it's not a problem, but I do think it's a problem you can deal with if you speed up the game and make them use that stamina. Play defensive cards, keep it close, you know. And that's another thing about why I say have some defense, you know, because if someone has a card that's better than yours, but you have Hall of Fame clamps or gold clamps on your quote-unquote budget card like that Norman Powell that we're talking about, Norman Powell's going to take a card that's much better than him and make him play down to his level, which is excellent, you know. So I think there's ways to get around it. So I don't know. I'm thinking of opening some League Moments packs for fun. But the cards that I really, really want out of those packs are pretty affordable. The only card that I would want that's not necessarily affordable that I could pull is probably Jimmy Butler. I could definitely see... I would be very, very excited if I got the Jimmy. James, I would be selling. Giannis, I would obviously be selling. It would break my heart to sell this Pascal Siakam because he's so good. But just to keep my two accounts different, I would stuff him away. I think he's going to be like Odom. This card was like 30K for a good 2 weeks. I thought that was madness. I'm like, why is this card so cheap? This doesn't make any sense to me. Odom was the same. He was like 45K or something. Odom is a 100K card easy. And this is an 80K card minimum. Easy. If the market was according to how good cards were. This would be a resell. This would be a resell. This would be a resell. Yeah, that'd be a resell. That'd be a resell. I might keep Embiid if I pulled Embiid. Resell. I would keep Jaren Jackson. Resell, 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 resell. I would keep Cat. Resell. I would keep him, but he's cheap. I would keep him, but he's cheap. I would keep him, but he's cheap. I'd keep him, but he's cheap. Then everybody else would be a resell. I'd probably keep this ruby. These two rubies. Probably running a budget squad. You heard nothing but bad things about that Embiid? Thanks for the warning. So if I pull that card, I'll check out the animations. I'll try it out myself. But yeah, it does tell me something that Cousins and Cat. I've seen a lot more of Cousins and Cat than I've seen of Embiid. So if this Wilt sells, and I'm looking like I'm pretty far from grabbing the worthy, and I don't feel like grinding, I will probably pop back on and open a few packs just to get my MT up. But other than that, I'm not that interested in anything that's on the market right now. Literally, there's only one card I care about, and that's James Worthy, because my entire purpose of playing this game comes down to two things: evoing my Evo cards and getting Pink Diamond Giannis, throwing a contract on him, and having him available to play at all times. Matt Skizzy, how about Embiid putting the clamps on Giannis? Don't do that, Matt. One person never guards Giannis. The whole team always guards Giannis. If it was just Embiid one-on-one with Giannis, guarding him from the top of the key, it'd be one thing. But come on, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm selling Will. I have no time for that card. And the main thing is I'm playing through Kareem. So I don't need Will and Kareem on the same squad, because I'm not going to play two defensive centers. My policy is one defensive center and two centers who can shoot, because the defensive center is there to counter the offensive center of the other team. Now, Kareem and Wilt can both shoot the mid-range very well, so it's not like you're playing with, Mutombo or the Stifle Tower, but I still need somebody to hit the three. And Vucevic is so good, and Cousins is pretty decent, and Cat is pretty decent. I'm inclined to run with those cards above Wilt, because if I'm not going to play Giannis and Wilt at the same time. And so if I was running an Odom team, I could run two defensive centers. If I was running like Odom and Paul George and Jimmy Butler, and I was going to run my offense through my wings. But since I'm running the offense through Giannis with my first unit, and Kareem's going to be on my second unit, I don't have space for Kareem and Wilt on the same squad. And you can see here my Kareem he's about to get his speed very soon. I'm only 145 points away from his Evo. So I'll probably do a good deal of that on Triple Threat Offline, because I'm hoping to pop a diamond contract off of that. And this Drew, he just started his diamond quest, and this Lucius Allen, which I really like. I really like this card. He's about to pop his Amethyst. And I'm going to be sad to see him go, because I really enjoy playing this card. But when he gets to the diamond level, and I am going to take him to diamond because I have a contract on him, so there's no reason not to. I have a diamond contract on him. I'm going to take him all the way to diamond. I'm going to use him to unlock all of my objectives. And then I'm probably going to wait until the Kareem cards are no longer in packs, because I think the value of all of those cards are going to go up. And I'll get rid of Lucius at that point. I'll probably sell Worthy. Payton is probably going right away, because he's already at 130 MT, and that's fine for me. So I'm hoping to get Worthy but before the weekend is over, and get Pink Diamond Giannis before the weekend is over, so I can get rid of Payton as soon as possible. And everybody else I'm going to hold on to until the Kareem packs leave, so maybe they'll sell for a little more, because there's no way their value comes down. Because it's Pink Diamond Giannis, so everybody's going to want that card. And everybody who missed out is going to be willing to go over the top for that card. Right now, Tracy McGrady is splashing the market in terms of value. And it's just because, he allowed... I think people are going gaga over the card color. But that's most people are saying he's not a better card than like Kobe and Paul George and Jimmy Butler. Like he's as good, maybe. Some people don't like him as much because of animations and stuff. But yeah. So I'm not bending over backwards for that card. But once people stop bending over backwards for that card, the Kareem packs are gonna go up in value. And yeah, I'm just gonna use that to build up the rest of my deck and get my economy back after sacrificing so much for Giannis. But alright guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see on this channel as in terms of the MyTeam streams and videos and stuff like that. I am once I get the Giannis and I build out the rest of this team, and it's going to happen right away. As soon as I get Giannis, I'm going to sell Payton at least. I'm going to sell Gail Goodrich at least. That should be a good 150 MT to get me the rest of my team filled out. You guys know who I'm into shooting centers and range extender players. Any body I can get also with clamps. I'll probably sell the Wilkes, but not now because his value is pretty low, so I'll hold on to him for now. And yeah, once the team is filled out, I'll probably start looking to playing online. And I literally have not played anyone online in Unlimited yet. I have played in Triple Threat online. That was pretty easy. I haven't played I played one skilled opponent. And we played a very close game. But everybody else was pretty, average. Which average for my team is below average for Park and Pro-Am. So they were pretty easy games. Yeah, Matt Skizzy, it's going to be a learning process, me playing Unlimited, because up until now, I haven't played 5v5 in years. I've been playing Pro-Am and Park and Rec Center the past 3 years, and before then, I wasn't even playing online that much because I was working so much in comics. So what I'm looking to do with MyTeam Unlimited is not just go on and play and go 12-0, like that's going to be fun, but it's exactly what you said. I actually want to go on there, break down what's effective, break down what's not effective. I know what cards are effective, but I'm talking about actual stick skills and on defense and offense, and seeing if I can become a good player in that mode. That would be really fun if I could transfer my Park and Rec Center skills to my team and become a good player. But alright guys, that's it for me. I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Shouldn't be too long for the next stream. I'll definitely stream once I get that Giannis. Alright? Hope you all have a good one. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.